is who he should fight. Lopes versus Volkanovski.
The judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the world is ready! You two, make some noise if you are ready for combat robot!
Assalamu alaikum, my brothers. Today, we will be matchmaking fights coming out of UFC Freedom 250. And before I even begin, give a round of applause to the script writers for this event, the fighters that performed, everything that happened, because this event was a masterclass. Finishes all around, 100% finish rate, all KOs, beautiful performances. When we talked about this before, the fights in and of themselves, they didn't really live up to the hype, but the performances, they definitely did. We were there, and we will be making a video about the event and our experiences. We will be uploading that soon. But yeah, I just returned from the event, had to make a matchmaking video. So many fights, makes two major upsets. Let's get into it. Big Rufus Justin Gaethje. The kid did it. He did the unexpected. It's like a Rocky movie. Came in there, the underdog, the American underdog. I mean, he made history here. I did not think he was going to get it done at all. I had no hope. It just goes to show that the sport is volatile. Anything could happen. He got it done. Doctor stoppage after the 4th round. The damage that Justin Gaethje, the damage that he made, the fight itself, which is so cinematic. It's like a Rocky movie. Being there just added to the cinematics for the fight. They had planes flying through the sky, fireworks. This guy, he was the underdog. This was like a Rocky movie. The American underdog facing off against a foreign, powerful guy that seems unstoppable in the division. And his third and final chance to get UFC gold. I guess third time's the charm, because he was able to pull it off, and we were cheering for him. Especially after the previous fight, you know, we needed something to bring us up. USA chance all around. It was amazing. This is historic. Generational. We'll be talking about this in years to come. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, upsets that we've ever seen. I mean, we were going to be crowning Topuria as the GOAT. He was potentially thinking about moving up, fighting Islam. Now what do we make of this? This is his first fight against a natural lightweight. His last was against Charles Oliveira, who was a featherweight. Maybe Ilia just cannot handle the power of a true lightweight. I don't know. We don't know. Justin Gaethje, he's one of the most powerful hitters in the UFC. Just ask anyone he's fought. Khabib has said time and time again that Justin Gaethje is one of the hardest hitters. He's not just the hardest hitter, he's one of the most durable fighters in the UFC. The body hooks that he just took. And we knew that he was going to be able to withstand some of Topuria's damage, but there were so many times where the fight could have been stopped, where he just pushed through, gritted down, bit down on the mouthpiece, and just made it through the round, and Topuria just let it slip away. The first time, let me just talk about his strategy, because Topuria's main strategy when he fights, cornering people off, that's the way he gets his knockouts. He did it against Jai Herbert, did it against Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and we saw it multiple times throughout this fight where he was trying to corner Gaethje off, but Gaethje just found a way out each and every time. If it wasn't, the ducking and getting into the clinches, or, getting underhooks and running circles around him, he found a way to do it each and every time. And even when he was backed up against the cage, he was tanking these body shots, tanking these hooks, these big meaty hooks. Justin Gaethje, congrats to him. It's good seeing him as champ. We really wanted to see this guy's champ, and he finally did it. It's just a great moment. Euphoric. I mean, it renders me speechless. My voice is almost gone, screaming, at the event. Yeah, what a great performance by Justin Gaethje. I'm so happy that he's champ. It was just beautiful. Beautiful moment. Shout out to Trevor Whitman. You could tell that these guys learned from the mistakes of the previous guys, of Topuria's previous opponents, and they used that. And not only that, but they used their methods from previous fights. If you look at the Fiziev fights, this is the same way that Gaethje was able to maneuver throughout the fight, preventing himself from being, caged off, put in a corner. He just did it perfectly in this fight. When the pressure was the highest, when the lights were on him, when everyone was looking, Gaethje performed the best that he's ever performed. I thought that this Gaethje wasn't the best version of Gaethje. This might actually be the best version of Gaethje. There's a natural decline as you age, especially in these lighter weight classes, but Gaethje just seems to be getting better. Props to him. Shout out to him. Big Rufus. He got it done. And this is the fight that I believe he should get. Arman Tsarkarian. This guy, he's been waiting so long for a title shot, and this is the perfect opportunity. He wanted to fight Ilia, but Gaethje is a more winnable fight for him, I think. But we don't know. We don't know anymore, because seeing what Gaethje did and seeing his improvements, who knows what could happen. And this would be Gaethje's last dance. He's gonna probably have a couple more title defenses. I mean, wouldn't it be perfect if he fought Arman, beat Arman, and then the next fight is Ilia? Because right now, Ilia, he took way too much damage. There's no way he's coming back. He has to do like what Volk did, take a little hiatus. We'll talk about that. We'll get to that. Aiemann Zahabi versus Justin Gaethje. This is the fight that I wanted to see after Justin Gaethje got his interim, but now it's going to be for undisputed gold, which is even better. Arman's been waiting for years. He did have the fight against Islam Makhachev the beginning of last year, but he did pull out. It's been more than a year. I think we should give him a title shot. I think he deserves it. He's wasting his talent. I think that he needs to get back in the UFC, get back to training. This would be a title fight for the ages, and I could see both of these guys winning. If Justin Gaethje manages to beat Aiemann Zahabi, what does that mean for his GOAT status? He might be one of the best lightweight champs, beating Ilia and Arman back to back. I mean, he did make history here. This is the first time in 10 years that a UFC belt in the lightweight division has been exchanged through a actual fight. People have been vacating for such a long time, and Gaethje was able to get this done. Bravo, Gaethje. But yeah, give him Aiemann Zahabi. We want to see this fight. Ilia took so much damage. Let's talk about Ilia. Ilia Topuria. I don't know what to even say about this guy. The aura debt that he has right now is astronomical. This guy went through a whole spiel. I'm going to give this guy a special white rose. I'm going to put it right on top of him when I knock him out. There was no white rose. There was a white towel. That's the only thing we saw out of Topuria. I mean, this is insane. This is what I thought Max Holloway was going to do to Topuria. We wouldn't have expected from Gaethje. Gaethje, he's a different beast. He's built different. And, throughout the fight, we saw Topuria increasingly become more damaged. His face was getting bloated. He was turning into a balloon. Gaethje said he would make this guy unrecognizable, and he did that. He achieved that. Eyes were starting to swell. The doctors were coming in, just like EA UFC 5, when they come in for the first stoppage. They're like, oh, no, okay. Oh, they let it slide the first time, but then the second time, they can't. One of the cornermen, something happened. They stopped the fight. He had too much damage. I mean, this is insane. We have never seen Topuria this vulnerable, this weakened, and this type of position. It was insane. Domination, the utter domination. This guy was going to be GOAT. They were talking about top 10 of all time for Ilia Topuria, and now he's gone. He has one loss, and, he's no longer undefeated. He's going to have to go back to the drawing board. He's going to have to take a hiatus, and let me just say it right now. I think he should take a hiatus, and then they should give him a title shot. It's like what Volk did. This would be best for his longevity, for his career. Go back to the drawing board. Throughout the fight, he wasn't adapting at all to anything Gaethje was giving him. There were moments when he could have ended the fight, wasn't able to do it, and this is just insane. And for it to be stopped the way it was, the fact that it couldn't even be made to the full decision just shows how much power that Gaethje has. And just, what does this mean about Khabib's legacy? The fact that he was able to submit Justin Gaethje in the first round. People forget about Khabib, man. I think Ilia should, he should definitely take a hiatus. He should take a long break after what has happened here. His ego was way too inflated before this fight. He was acting like it was a certainty, and but we all believed him after his previous performances. Talk about an upset. Talk about aura debt and aura loss. I wonder what happened to that white rose that he was planning on giving Gaethje. He's probably in the trash can somewhere in DC. This was just such a great moment. We go from a great moment to the worst moment, in my opinion. The victory of Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane is now interim champ of the division. Whoa. Are you kidding? I don't know what the scriptwriters were thinking. As we said, Alex did have the cover curse. I can't tell if it's real or not anymore. Like, at the beginning, it was like, the cover curse. But now, is it actually a real thing? Is the cover curse a real thing we're actually gonna have to worry about in the future? Is Max Holloway doomed? I don't know, but check out the cover curse video. Ciryl Gane, he beat Alex Pereira. He did it in pretty dominant fashion. We didn't really see much from Alex Pereira. He was throwing his leg kicks, body jabs as usual, but there were no real big moments from him. It wasn't like a very tit for tat fight. It was just Ciryl Gane walking him down. The first round was Gane's round. I thought maybe Alex would step it up a little bit, and eventually he got sparked. He got dropped, and took a bunch of unanswered shots, standing TKO, similar to what Alex did to Israel Adesanya. I would be remiss if I were not to mention the 10, 12 back of the head shots. Come on, Ciryl Gane. This is why he's a villain. This is why people don't like Ciryl Gane. This guy cheats at every opportunity. He's always like, oh, not intentional. It's not intentional. Not on purpose. Bro, you're doing this time and time again. You're doing this in every fight now. I mean, if it's not like kicking someone under the belt in the cup, it's not that. It's eye poking someone. And then the back of the head shots, like this could have a detrimental effect on Alex Pereira's career. I think he has an 8-fight contract. This is not good. I mean, this should have been punished. This should have been stopped. They should have stopped it, moved them to a corner, taken a point off, and then resumed. But I mean, at that point, Alex was not going to win regardless. Ah, man. This guy's a villain. This guy's a villain, and somehow he's getting infinite title shots. He's going to have a title shot next. Tom Aspinall. What would it take for someone to finally destroy Ciryl Gane? I think maybe Tom Aspinall can do it. He's the only one that can save us from Ciryl Gane right now. Last fight was horrible. Ended in eye poke. The worst, most disappointing end of a fight ever. This guy needs to be taken down a notch or two. It did look like Gane was winning a little bit throughout the first exchange, but you never know. It wasn't even a full round. I can't believe Ciryl Gane's getting another title shot. Heavyweight is cooked. I think this is the fight to make. I mean, you can't really make another fight. Could give him Volkov maybe if Tom Aspinall doesn't recover in time. But do we really want to see Ciryl Gane versus Volkov 3? Tom Aspinall, if you can hear me, please help us. My boy, Alex Pereira. What have they done to you, brother? Alex Pereira got slimed out, man, and it was bad. My heart was racing. It was like the most nervous I've been for a fight. And, it happened. It is what it is. He's still a legend. Still became champion in 2 divisions. But, 3, that's why it's never been done. Because it's not easy. And Alex, he was not able to do it, unfortunately. A lot of people underestimated the power of Gane, the technique of Gane. Gane is a natural heavyweight. And you can tell when you look at him, he's big like a heavyweight. He doesn't have too much fat. He's a natural heavyweight. And Alex, I think his best weight class is light heavyweight. He's not too weight drained. He's not too big, not too slow. Light heavyweight's perfect. And he's been doing well in light heavyweight until Big Ank. This is why I think we need to see the Big Ank trilogy. They both have one against each other. It's pretty equal. And Alberg, he's going to be out for a while. So who's going to fight him? Who's going to fight Alberg? It's going to be one of these guys. This would be perfect. Alex Pereira versus Big Ank 3. Put it in Madison Square Garden for maybe an interim for #1 contender. This will be his opportunity to just show his greatness, come back into the light heavyweight division after a major loss, and just fight someone that's beaten him in the past, someone that he's beaten, and just settle the score. I think this is the fight to make. I've been thinking about this for a long time. I was saying, maybe he should stay. I don't think heavyweight's a good division for Alex Pereira, to be honest. I think light heavyweight's perfect. I think that's like his middle ground, the perfect prime. Not too hot, not too cold. I think he should go back. Maybe Alex Pereira can reclaim that light heavyweight belt for the 3rd time. Carlos Alberg, he's not the most beloved champ right now, especially after what he did to Yuri. Maybe we can see Alex come back and avenge that. Would love to see it, but I think this is where it would begin. I think Alex should take some time as well and go back to the drawing board. Sugar Sean O'Malley. Great performance from him. I was picking Aiemann Zahabi. I thought it was a cheeky little pick. He did have good exchanges with Zahabi. You could see his leg getting hurt a little bit. It was a semi-early stoppage, but, he did win. He did a good job, and he called out Peter Yan, but I don't think that should be the fight. I think that would cause too much confusion. We have Merab, who should be getting a rematch. That's probably going to happen in August. That's probably going to be the Peter Yan fight, and I don't think Sean is going to be making that quick of a turnaround. I think they should give him a different fighter. Just settle who's gonna fight for the championship. Just settle it through one fight. Have Merab fight Peter Yan and have Sean O'Malley fight Umar Nurmagomedov. These guys both have come back with good wins ever since they lost in their title fights against Merab. I think they should fight each other. That's the only way to show who deserves the title at this point. And Peter Yan, I think they're going to give him the Merab rematch. They could give it to Sean O'Malley, but that would be a crazy turnaround. One of these guys will come out. I think it's going to be Umar that comes out victorious. if Merab wins against Peter Yan, we don't want to see Merab versus Sean O'Malley, but we do want to see Umar versus Merab. And if Peter Yan wins, Peter Yan versus Sean O'Malley would actually be really good. And Peter Yan versus Umar would also be good. We've never seen that fight before. So I think this is the best fight to guarantee that we will have good title fights for the future. Aiemann Zahabi, he wasn't doing too terribly. He had no offense. That was the problem. His leg kicks, they were good. His defense, crab shell defense, that was good. He rushed forward at the wrong time. He got caught and he got finished. It was kind of an early stoppage. It was a little bit of an early stoppage, but there was no way for him to win. He lost the first 2 rounds. He's a decision merchant. He wasn't knocking out Sean O'Malley. He was going to lose. His win streak is gone. Finito. I think this is who we should give him. Mario Batista, a similar up-and-comer. He was coming up and his win streak got cut short by Umar. Similar type of guys. These guys are both kind of decision merchants, although Mario Batista did get a finish in his fight against Vinicius Oliveira. This would be great to see which one of these up-and-comer guys is better. A lot of people wouldn't know who to root for because we hear a lot of hate from fans towards both of these guys. Mario Batista is having a rematch with Corey Sandhagen soon. I think after that, no matter who wins, I think give Aiemann Zahabi the fight with Mario Batista. I think that would be a good fight. Josh Hokit, he didn't really surprise us that much. We knew his dominance. We knew what he'd do. We knew Derrick Lewis wasn't so good on the ground. He's the only guy that can escape the ground by just standing up. But he wasn't able to do it against Josh Hokit. Hokit, the much faster fighter, the younger fighter, the up-and-comer. He has a fire under him. This guy wants to be champ. Not only did he get a win against Derrick Lewis, but he got a win against Ilia and Alex, the 2 guys that he was kind of beefing with at the press conferences. I know he had a good night after that win, but they've kind of been giving him softballs. Except for Curtis Blades, that was a good matchup. That was one that was a challenge. That wasn't such an easy fight for him, but they elevated him up so quickly. He's done very well on the mic and in the cage. It's rare that we see that. Usually it's either one or the other. He did a good job. Beat Derrick Lewis in the second round. He could have submitted him in the first. I don't know what was up with that. He had the leverage. He had so many positions. He could have hit a heel hook on him, hit him with an armbar. I don't know what he was doing. Was he playing with his food? Was he trying to get a knockout? I don't know, but did a good job. I think this is who he should face. Sergey Pavlovich. No more easy opponents. This is the big boss. This is going to be the guy that he needs to get past before he gets a title shot. Sergey Pavlovich, he's a knockout artist. We just saw him knock out Talson Teixeira, one of the most hype prospects, one of the most fraudulent prospects. But yeah, I think this is who they should feed him to. And then whoever wins, maybe Sergey Pavlovich gets a path to the title. But I do think Volkov deserves it a little more. This would just be a good fight in general. These are both big guys, both fast, both kind of agile, both have the power in their hands to end the fight early. Who would win this fight? Sergey Pavlovich, he's only really lost to the best of the best like Volkov and the current champ, Tom Aspinall. Hokit, he's undefeated. So we don't know who could beat him. We've seen that he's been chinned a couple of times. He could be chinned. He could be KO'd. And this could be the end of the hype train. Love to see it. So many possibilities. It would be a great fight. This would maybe be the best fight to come out of UFC 250 Freedom. I think this is the fight to make. But yeah, on to the next one. Derrick Lewis. He did as well as he could have. We were expecting more of a back and forth from him. There were some good exchanges, but he did get dominated. He did get taken down. Did almost get submitted, and then he did get KO'd in the second round. He's getting old. He's getting up there. Should be retiring soon, but I think he still has a couple fights left in him. This is who I think he should fight. Brando Pericic. Derrick Lewis, he's just going to be the guy that they feed to up-and-comers. This is like his second time. Not even second, third, actually. Talson Teixeira, Waldo, and now Josh Hokit. So now give him Brando Pericic. This guy's undefeated. Similar to Hokit, this guy is getting a bunch of KOs. The perfect opponent for Derrick Lewis. I think this fight would be great. Maybe Derrick could retire soon after this. Someone is getting finished in this fight. This fight would be great. Mauricio Ruffy did a great job. Dominated most of the fight. We know Chandler, he doesn't have the best IQ, but he made an entertaining fight. He got knocked out in the first round. This is who I think Ruffy should fight next. Quillan Salkeld, the pride of Australia. This guy has knockout power. He has submission capabilities. He's an up-and-comer. We need to give him the highest stars that we can, and Ruffy's the perfect person. We don't know if he can win or lose this fight. He did lose against BSD in the past via submission by rear naked choke. We know that Quillen Salkild has the ability to submit his opponents. We've seen him do it in the past, and maybe he can do it against Ruffy. This would be a good fight, really test Ruffy and see if Quillen is part of that upper class echelon of fighters. It'll be a very entertaining fight. We don't know. Is he going to try to take Ruffy down? Is this going to be a war of attrition on the feet? We don't know. So this is the fight to make for Mauricio Ruffy. Michael Chandler. What do we do with Michael Chandler? In about 5 years. He's not in the rankings anymore. He can't fight anyone in the rankings. Who do we give him? We give him Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney, he's a crafty up-and-comer. He has the submission abilities, the KO abilities as well. It's a winnable fight for Chandler. I mean, Terrence McKinney is good, but he's been chinned a couple times. He's pretty chinny. And Chandler has the power. He has the abilities to chin him. It's a winnable fight for Chandler. And, if Chandler loses, this would be a good fight for Terrence McKinney. Move him up. It's good for both parties. I say give him Terrence McKinney coming off of a KO win. And this would be an entertaining fight. If not, I don't know, maybe Chandler retires? Bo Nickal, he did a great job. Finished the fight in the first round. Magnificent. They need to reward him after this. And this is who they should reward him with. Ikram Aliskerov. This is not a reward at all. This guy only has, 2 losses? And he's from Dagestan. I mean, we've heard Bo Nickal say this before, that he could beat these guys from the Caucasus region, that American wrestling is superior to their form of wrestling. Why don't we prove it? This is our chance, and it's going to be a fight for the 15th spot on the rankings, in the middleweight rankings. This would be a great fight. I mean, these guys are both monsters. We've seen what these guys can do. They have both the knockout power and the submission ability. I would love to see it. I would love to see which form of wrestling is superior when it comes to these two. Book the fight. This needs to be booked as soon as possible. This would be great. Kyle Daukaus, he got destroyed in the first round. That's all I can say about it. This is who he should fight. Give him Torres Finney. These guys have both recently lost. Torres Finney is a good up-and-comer. Maybe we could see if Torres Finney really still has it in him, be as good as we hoped he'd be. Feed Kyle Daukaus to Torres Finney. That's basically what this is. Sorry, Kyle, but you're going to be a pawn. Or you could just destroy Torres Finney. Anything could happen. We could see a knockout. We could see Torres knocking him out. We could see Daukaus taking a decision. I don't know. But yeah, that's the fight to make. Diego Lopes. This guy can never lose outside of a title fight now. We've seen him beat Gene Silva, and now he's beat Steve Garcia. That hype train is gone now. He did in the second round. Bravo to him. This is who he should fight. Lopes versus Volkanovski 3, the trilogy. The fans want this. We need this. This is the fight that should happen. He deserves it. No. Come on. No. This is what we really want. Yair Rodriguez. Give us this fight. Come on. We want this fight. Why won't they give it to us? This would be perfect for Noche. I've spoken about this so many times. Seems like the matchmakers do not want this fight to happen for some reason. They're finding the most obscure ways of going around making this fight happen. This is the fight to make. Come on. Give him Yair. I want to see what happens. Anything could happen here. Realistically, Diego Lopes probably going to win this fight, but this would be a beautiful fight. These guys already have the beef. I mean, don't let the beef get stale. Come on. Use that to your advantage, UFC. On to the next and final fight to make out of this card. Steve Garcia got knocked out. He has heart. He fought well, so he should give him Milquizil Costa. These guys both have losses. These guys are both up-and-comers with losses right now. I think we should face them off against each other, see who comes out on top, lock them in a room, let them tussle it out and see who comes out. These guys both have the knockout power. I'd love to see who can knock out who. We need to see one of these guys come out on top. We need to see a resurgence from one of these guys, so this is the fight to make for that to happen. UFC Freedom 250. What a great event. 100% finish rate throughout the event. So many memorable moments. This is going to be historic, generational. We're going to be remembering this for years to come. It is the most historic sporting event of all time. I will admit that. I mean, as I said previously, people were saying this fight was bad, but I said it. The fights are going to speak for themselves, and that's what happened. I mean, the matchups, they weren't the best. They weren't as hyped as promised, but in the end, the fighters performed to the best of their abilities, and, we were able to see some of the best performances out of these guys. The craziest upsets, Justin Gaethje becoming champ, who would have thought it? Hats off to him. Just a great card overall. I had a great time, and we will be dropping a UFC Freedom 250 video, so look out for that. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what matchups you guys would want out of this card, but yeah, see you guys later.